I've got to find a spot for my pick here. I don't know. All right. Okay, well, I got my game plan for the day, right? So I'm just kind of getting myself a little warmed up here. Did you guys have protested? Does anyone have protests there on their thing? I don't even think I think there was one in Monroe. Probably one in Charlotte. Did it disrupt your day, Annie? Did you join in? Did you do an anti-protest? Anti-protest. I guess that's when you yell back, right? Are we protesting you? You protesting us, but we're protesting you. Okay, so Saturday, Saturday, my feed cut off. I was working on a rug doctor, replacing this. If anyone wants to know about Rug Doctor, replacing and the mistakes that you don't make with this thing, then watch the other show. So what it was, I really just had to push this tab in at the same time. There's a little tab right here. See this little washer? And so after you put the hose in, don't close it yet. Let the hose kind of hang out, attached to all this. Hook all of this up, finish all this. Then make sure it settles, right, at the position you want. And then at the same time, top and bottom, left and right kind of deal, kind of hold your fingers like this and just pop it in, right? Even if you have to put it on the ground, like on his back, so you can have like the proper pressure to push it down, I guess. But it has to go in at the same time. And what I did, I put one side in first, so I was struggling with the whole thing. And then as I got it, the feed cut. So I figured I'd bring this back again to show you guys that this is definitely fixable if you tear the hose. And if one rips, just replace them both. It comes in a kit, set of two. About $20-something, something like that. Anyway, so this is savable. You don't have to trash this. This is replaceable also. These are on the market. You can replace these. But yeah. All right, this is out the way. Let's move this. All right, next. Let's just make sure that everyone remembers that we have a drawing, all right? And let me put the rules in the top of the chat for anyone who don't know what it is. We're having a drawing with one. Got to be a subscriber to the channel. It's not gonna benefit the people that continue to come and hang out here if that drawing doesn't go, because you know a lot of these guys donate to the channel, and that donation go into stuff like this, so we can ship it out to you. Now we ship it out to you to the U.S. So if you're from out of the States, you may have to arrange for shipment to your country. Or you could have me ship it to someone that you know here in the States, you know. But yeah, I'm not set up for that yet. Hold on, let me put this. Must be a. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and let me just see if I can pop this in. Golly, come on. Let me see if I can pop this in the chat. Drawing. Well, enter the drawing. How's this? Enter the drawing. That's my title. And then I put the rules how to get in. And then what I'll do is I'll pin this. And there we go. Sweet. All right, so this is out the way, okay? But what this is, guys, if whoever's not familiar with this, this is a this kind of, the idea of this came from my past in sales, and you know, we put up contests and it was always pretty fun. But I remember the most fun was when I was an area distributor, where I had a team, have my own business, my own office, the whole deal. And the most fun part about it is was when you were putting the contest up. It was a lot more fun coming up with cool contests that the guys got excited about. And then so when I put one of these up earlier this year, not this one, but another contest, and then one of the guys mentioned something, and I was like, you know what, this would be cool if we just make this a regular thing. And just like that, the idea was born. I said, man, let's just start putting up these things. Guys come here to, you know, we're gaffing around. That's no big deal. But, you know, once in a while, I'll show you how to fix something, right? Once in a while. And then it seemed like the same group of people just kept coming back. And I was like, you know what? Why not reward that? Okay, so anyway, that's that. So we're going to put this up. Now, this is it's kind of a shop vac style vacuum, you know, wet dry, and you have a filter in it. This is really to protect the motor, okay? So from dust. So I'm assuming then that when you're picking up water, you should be able to remove this, all right? Because you don't want that to get wet. And what you have under here now is another filter here and a floater, okay? That if the water pushes it up, it'll float and cut off the suction here. That means nothing else can get inside. So that's the idea of that, all right? So, and it also blows here. So when you put the hose, now there is a hose to this. I just don't have it right here. It's in the box. When you put the hose to it, of course you can use the hose as a suction, but you can also use the hose as a blower back here. Just stick the hose back here. Because the air is always coming out this way. How's that? It's coming in this way, it's coming out that way. It's like, it's got to go somewhere, right? And you're just using the air that way. Pretty cool. And then you have a little dolly here. All right. And there you go. So that's a drawing. At the end of this month, we're going to be putting that up, and we're going to pull out a lucky winner. And there you go. All right, so let me shut this down. That was our opener here. And let me get the Bissell up here. Okay, now we're gonna test the Bissell. This show is earlier than my normal shows. Normally it's around 10:30, 10 to 10:30 in the morning, but Mondays are an early day. So I figured, let me get this out the way now, because I'm gonna have a lot of things to catch up on. So sorry to the guys who missed this show, because I kind of did it a little bit earlier, but I want to get to this right now, okay? All right, so here we go. We have a leak in a Bissell Revolution Pet Pro. Now, so imagine this, right? You trade in your Bissell Revolution, and I'm gonna show you the difference. The difference is I would say it's subtle, but it's subtle, but still makes a difference, right? Let me show you. It's subtle, but it still makes a difference. Watch this. All right, hold on. I gotta take this. I gotta take this off because it's weighing the machine down a bit, and it's gonna fall if I'm not careful. Okay. So the Bissell Revolution, right? One of the big issues that the Bissell Revolution had was the suction. People was like complaining that they weren't getting suction from the machine, right? And sometimes the fix was just right here, this little crease right here. Because when you have to take this off, take it off, you clean it, whatever. And sometimes when people were putting it back on, it wasn't closing properly. So the suction was escaping through this, a little gap. It's not even this, because this is sealed off, right? It's not even this where all this stuff gets sucked into. It's right here because it's not on right. It's like it has a little gap, that's enough to let air out, and it's not working. So one of the biggest fix was like fixing that. But now this one, if you want to get to your brush, the whole thing just comes right off by pushing down a tab, So this is a significant difference because it makes it easy to clean the whole deal. Now, the other difference is we're going to get into right now, which is mostly on the inside, because you have this clean shot feature that they gave. And because of this, there's a whole nother mechanism on the inside. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to find out where the leak is coming from this one. Now, if it's what I think it is, I'm going to show you guys a bypass, and I'm gonna try it for the first time today. I'm visualizing what I may have to do based off of this original unit, but I don't know yet. so hang in there with me, right? And what I like about the show that we have here, guys, for those who are hanging out, hit a like if you're passing through, is that a lot of the hacks, some of the stuff that I figure out, I'm trying here on the spot. It's very easy to watch someone do a repair and it looks easy for them. And you get home and you're making a bunch of mistakes and you're stumbling. You're like, man, my God, it looks so easy when he does it, right? I'm just showing you I'm a regular person just like you guys. So I'm going to make mistakes here. And when I do, just realize it's probably the same mistake you might make at home. And you might see me overcome the mistake, and maybe you'll realize that, hey, you know what? If Wayne can overcome that mistake, I can overcome it too, right? All right. So let's get our attitude positive, and let's see what we can do. Let's give this a try, okay? All right. Let me see. All right. Let me go over here real quick. All right. Now, there is something I liked about I learned something from a guy who cleans carpets. Not just clean carpets, he cleans homes. I think someone might be coming here, guys. So give me a second. I may have to pause for a moment. Give me a moment, okay? Hey.
Morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm fantastic, man. How are you?
I'm just that much and better. You see it, don't you?
Yeah.
It's
Talk
just
to me.
I put my battery in it, and I've got a wall charger, and it just cuts on, and then it's going to cut off in a second.
Okay. I'm familiar though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wow, so yeah, normally that would have solved the problem.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I don't know if it's a bad new battery,
Right.
or if it's a wall charger. I just don't know.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Okay. I've got another vacuum. That's the craziest thing is I have a little push vacuum.
Yeah.
Been using this for like 5 years.
Uh-huh.
Now I got the old one out yesterday. And I thought, I don't know if I'm strong enough to do this or not.
Oh no, you got conditioned to do this one, right?
I'm telling you.
Well, it's real convenient, aren't they?
Oh my goodness. And and it's they're good.
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah, they're good, and I just don't know.
Okay, so now let me.
There's no rush on it, so
This is the first
whenever you get to Tom.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And what's that?
704 771 847.
All right. Oh.
87.
Oh,
8487.
okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So here's
Okay,
yours.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll take care of it, Tom.
Okay, thank you.
Two words. Damn it, guys! I forgot to put the mic. Forgot to do the mic. Forgot to do the mic. Be nice, folks. All right. That's my bad. Okay, let's do what we got. All right. What we're gonna do, right? You know what? I don't want to do. I want to do this different. What I would instruct you to do at home is pour the water in here, okay, and then let the water see where it leaks from. But I want to get right to it, so I'm gonna take this panel off because I really want to see. I want to actually see, beneath the skin, and I want to see if there's a leak. I want to see which component is leaking from. If it's a split in the hose, or if it's what junction. I want to know the junction. So let me back it up and then let me take this off, because I was just gonna pour water in here. I already took the cap off and everything, and I'm thinking about it as I go, and I'm like, you know what? No, I think I need to get to the bottom of this. So let me move this over. Okay. And let's get this off. So I'm gonna get a flathead screwdriver, right? Just pop in the back on the side here, and this panel comes off. And you can just kind of pull it. Well, let me get this off first, because really that's what I should do. Get that off first, all right? And now you can kind of work it slowly though. Don't rush it, because they got tabs, and what you don't want to do is break the tabs. Okay. All right. What I mean by tabs, you see this here? Okay. So it's also good to know where these are located, because if you have to like kind of slide your little screw, and you at least, it's good if you know that there's one here, you can kind of peel it back just a little bit, kind of pop it up, all right? So, but that's where they are. Yeah, one in the back here, and you really don't want these things to break, because then it'll just keep sliding up. There's no hold, all right? All right, moving on. So we're gonna get some, long screwdrivers, flatheads, Phillips, to go through these and take this off. But for now, let's keep. And if you want, you could just remove this just to get out your way. This, all right. So far we got these two off, right? Move these out the way. Alrighty. Okay. Where's my Hold on. Okay. All right. I gotta come up with a trivia for you guys today. I'm gonna give you guys some. You can get some points with trivia. So I'm gonna put up a trivia question. All right. Is that cool? All right. So let's go. Let's do the others. Let's do the back now. I'm gonna do this side now, and really, all I'm really trying to do is get my flat a little bit beneath here, and I know that we have a tab in the back, so I'm just trying to get it back here a little bit. Here we go. Just kind of pop it, pop, and I just kind of work my way. Just wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Just wiggle. Just a little wiggle all the way across. You don't have to be forceful about it. All right, and you know, just kind of double check, make sure that they're still there. Okay, all right. Okay, make sure they're still there. All right. Okay. Now, so we get our little longer screwdriver because these guys are deep in there. Or you can get a drill bit, you know, a nice long drill bit, but on the thin side. On the thin side, all right, because these screws are a little bit skinny. Let me see something. I don't know why they got them in here so tight, though. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Let me just do this. I should use a drill. Where's my long drill, man? Where's my drill at? Let me see if I can get a drill in there. I got some long drill bits, but you don't want it to be too big. Let me see. This is a nice long one. Let me see if this will work. All right. And then we're gonna see where the if you guys been on my show before, you realize I don't like a million screws, man. It's call it my own. Those are my issues, you know. I gotta deal with that. That's my issue. So I like fit. Like, man, bunch of screws. Like more screws. Damn, bro, more screws. All right. Let me see. If we got all the screws out, we should be no problem. Let me see. Did I get this one out? Get this one out. Let me see. Just want to pop it up. Come on, what's up? What's the hold up? All right, somebody's holding out. Give me a second, guys. Somebody's holding out. Him. That's who it was. This guy's holding out. This guy, make sure you get all of them. All right. Well, you saw me make a mistake just next to that. I tell you. It's the same difference, man. Okay? Now, so this is what I want to see. Oh, can you even see properly? Let me see. Can you see properly? Let me try to tilt this a little bit. Okay, this is probably as good as I'm gonna get it. Okay, so when I said internals, I was talking about this. This is called a stack, right? And this stack here can crack, or the seal can crack. That's the best way to put it. I believe the way you can imagine it is some processes to make plastic meld together. They may use a heat or something, and you know, and it can just get loose. Glue is always going to, like, water's always going to try to erode the glue. So if it's glue, it might just leak anyway. But I think heat is what they use to hold them together, and it can crack. It happens. Now, so I'm thinking either the leak is going to come from somewhere like here, right, or it's going to come here from this stack. That means it's going to start pouring out the side. So we're going to try it out. We're going to experiment. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get the clean water tank, and I'm going to put some water in it. No, I put it over here somewhere. Did it fall? It didn't fall, did it? I got the water. It was right here. It's right there. Okay. Okay, so I just put some water. Let's see where this thing is leaking from. Now, real quick, before I go anyplace else, I want you see the relationship and how this work, okay? And hopefully the right person is hearing this right now, because you know, the searches, you know, sometimes the searches don't quite give you some of the other things that are covered inside of a video and that thing. So I may have to clip this section here so people who are looking specifically for this can find it easily. But let me let you understand what's happening with these hoses, okay? Now, there's a big hose, a big gigantic hose. There's a couple of hoses coming out of the unit. There are 3 hoses coming out of the unit, okay? 3 of them. And 2 of those hoses, okay, is for the main shampoo, floor shampoo and setup, okay? The top and the middle. The big fat one and a little skinny one that still attaches to the same thing as the big fat one, okay? So let me see if I can pick it up. Okay. All right, let's see if you can see it. So this big one here and the little one on top, they're going back to the same thing, which is this. They're gonna ride this all the way, and this rides all the way over to here. Okay? Just see that. It rides all the way over to there. Okay, and this is where the water comes for the main hose. Now, this water is not supposed to run down here until you squeeze the trigger. Okay, this water is supposed to be waiting up top here, waiting for you to squeeze the trigger. Okay, now there is a water that's going to be coming down this tubing right here, the bottom one. The moment you put the tank on, that water is already down here. Okay, the moment you put the tank on, that water is spilling out. Okay, because that's going to the hose and is going to the clean shot. This mechanism here, when you press this button, that water is going to go to the hose and to the clean shot. All right. So let's see. Now that I explained all of that, we're not expecting the leak to be the main water line. We're expecting the leak to be the one that runs the moment you put it on. Okay. All right. So watch. Okay, I just put it on there. All right, let's see. Holy cow. So guess what? Guess what happened? Guess where the leak was coming from? The leak was coming from the hose for the floor. The one that I said that we're not expecting it there, right? I just said we're not expecting water to be there. That's where it's coming from. All right, so now I'm glad that happened. No, I mean, I'm sorry. It's not even me like trying to get out of embarrassment or nothing like that. No, I'm actually glad it happened. Man, I gotta stop this thing. This thing is this water spilling all over the place. Hold on, let me try to clean it up. Hold on. Let me just put a little bit of anything here. And all the stuff that I have to use, I don't want to use it to suck up the water right now. Like I got my giveaway. I'm not gonna use my giveaway and suck up the water with my giveaway and send it to you guys wet. Oh man. This is new. I'm not going to do that. And then this one here we're working on. So what do I do, huh? All right. Hold on. One more thing. Paper towel. I'm almost ready. Almost ready. All right. Okay. Sweet. All right, guys, now let's bring this back up. So now I'm gonna tell you why I think that's happening. We're gonna explore. This is what's this all about. This is the fun part. Right now, let me bring it back up. All right. So here's the good thing. So you can actually see the water. Like you could probably see the water right there. You can see it has water right there. Okay. So here's the good thing. Here's the good thing about this. The good thing about this is this. The stack, if it was the stack, this would have been the hardest thing to figure out. This would have been the hardest thing to, because they don't sell this brand new. So if this was broken, I would have had to do a bypass. And I was prepared for that. And I may just explore a bypass anyway, because we're already here. But now we need to figure out why the machine thinks that you're asking for water when you didn't squeeze the trigger. What's going on? Like, why does the machine think that? Because that's the only reason why that water should be going to the floor is when you squeeze the trigger. That's it. Okay, so let's find out. Okay? All right, it's gonna get wet again, so I better get something to catch this water. I'm gonna get a cover or something. Oh! You see those reflexes, man? I still got it. I still got those reflexes, but give me a second. I'm gonna get a cover that I can probably use to catch the water. And then the cover, I can always pick the cover up and dump it. This here, see, I could just, like the mats in the back of the trucks. So I'm just gonna do that to catch the water. Okay. It's not in a good spot. It's not in a good spot. All right, so here's the deal. Here's what I know, right? I know that there's a trigger, in this handle, there's a rod that pushes down on an auto receiver. It's gonna push down on it's probably a spring-loaded thing like this. So when it's in this position, that means it's telling the water to go. If it's here, it's resting. So what I'm thinking is that it's being compressed right now. It's like go. It's always go. It's in always go mode, right? Because that's the only reason. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna test this trigger. Let me see if I can get the camera up here. See what I'm doing. Let me turn it this way. Can you see it this way? All right, so I'm gonna test this trigger, right? Okay. All right, I don't see it trying to do anything, so I'm gonna end up putting it on here again, because the water is already down here. This is the first thing. This is the best thing to do, man. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take this off. I'm gonna take this handle off, and because I want to eliminate the handle right now. So let's just go. Let's just do the work, okay? Let's just do the work. All right. So I'm gonna go back here a little bit. I mean, you could go through the front too, right, and just pop it. But I want to go from the back and pop it. All right. Let me see if it's right. Just trying to get it out of this thing. I didn't want to press too hard. A little pop. And then you're going to end up having to take a screw out from back here. All right, that's out. Take this out. Just slide this right off, okay? Just put the screw back in so you don't lose this thing. All right, so now let's remove this. Okay, this is also snapped in. I'm trying to remember exactly where though. Let me see. No, either way, it's still good. I still want this removed because let me see if I can squeeze it a little bit and pull it up. Not too hard though. I'm just trying to, yeah. Okay, so it's off because I want to see this better. This is what I'm looking for. You see this? You can't really see it too well, but there's a circle down here. Okay, and that circle is pressed when you press this trigger. When you press this, a rod goes down. This rod here moves. It's a very basic mechanism. It's nothing fancy at all. Okay, just push it, push it, push it. So when you push it, it's supposed to push that spring. The spring goes down and it tells the water to go. Right now, I'm thinking the spring is already down. Oh, shite. It is down. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Something is going on the inside there. Let me see. Where's a flashlight on this damn thing? Just got a new phone. You know when you're used to iPhone and now you got an Android, and you have to get used to the I still got my iPhone. I didn't abandon that, but this was a free phone with the service. so I got the phone. All right, here's my flashlight. Okay. Let's see if I can help you guys see what I'm talking about. If you look inside there, there's something jamming the auto receiver. There's a thing pushing it down. That means this guy didn't even have a chance at to even push it down because something is already pushing it down. Okay. So let me see if I can move this out the way real quick. Let's see what happened. I'm thinking it's supposed to slide along, and it ended up no, I know what happened. Something is broken. Let's try it again, guys. This don't look right though. And guess what? They don't sell the auto receiver. So you can't buy it. So I got to figure out something. Okay, I'm gonna try the same test with the water without the handle installed. Okay, and let's see what happens. All right. All right, guys. If anybody's there to say hi, and hit a thumbs up or something. All right. All right. Let's see if we can figure this out together. Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out together. So you traded it in, right? You said, man, let me go get this one because it's a lot better. I got this, I got that, I got the new stuff. And then the new stuff, it comes with new problems. It's just what it is, man. It's okay though, it happens. It's a whole new thing, you know? All right, here we go. All right, let me see if I can set this properly without the thing there. Set. It's feeding. All right, now let me try to move this around a little bit. See if it stops. Come on. No. Okay, take it off. All right. Here's the sad part about this, guys. It's a possibility that I have a new, a used one. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna go inside here. I'm gonna go further in so you can see where I'm going. But I don't know what I'm gonna find. I don't know what's the problem. I don't know if it's fixable. I know it's not replaceable the normal way, meaning that you order a part at a trusted site, you get it, you put it in, bam, fix. It is replaceable if you know exactly what you need, you have the right words to search, which is right now I'm thinking auto receiver is what you would probably want to use. And then you go on eBay and then you get one, and hopefully it's not on its way out. okay? Because yeah, you're gonna have to buy it used at this point. So anyway, let me open this up, okay? Let's open this up. Let's go in. Let's go all in. Where's my all in music at? Let's see if I can get some all in music. I got my little soundtrack here. Let me see. Do I have some all in music? That's not all in. No, no. This one. How about this? No. No, that's like jazz. I need like marching stuff. Oh my God. Forget it. Forget it. I'll be smoother. I'll be smoother later. I'm trying to work things into my little stuff here. All right. Let's go. Please. I may have to use a shorty for this guy because it's the way he's positioned. Or even one of those, one of these guys here. Let me see if this will work. Come on, be friends. Come on, let's go. Let's be friends and cut it out. So if, yeah, the little short one would do. Or if you could get something like this, I guess. If you have a little short screwdriver for this little section right here. Come on, you're out? Are you out yet? Come on, I don't want you falling. I don't want you falling. Thank you. All right, let's do this side. I think he's out. Come on. Go on. Get out of here. You don't want to go nowhere. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Let's get this guy too. He needs to come out of here. This one you just go. Just take this guy out, thank you. All right. Now the guys on the inside, these are the small screws, so keep that in mind. Those guys are little tiny little screws there, okay? What did I drop? I just dropped something, folks. All right, and then this guy is still there. All right, let's see, come on. Got him. Okay, so now that we got the screws out, oh, shite. I still got one more down here. Give me a second. Okay, so now we got the screws out. Let me move this. Let me move this from here real quick. Give me a second, guys. This water. Give me a second. Oh, shit. Come on, Wayne. Oh, my gosh. Wet t-shirt contest. Oh, gosh. All right. So now I'm just going to pull this up a little bit. this comes right off. Okay. Now, when you do this side, I want you to remember, I have it in the max position here because when I put it back on, I want to put it back on in the same max position, okay? All right. Because this little lot right here needs to properly go into here, okay? All right, so now I got this off. Let me move this out the way. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. This mechanism right here. Now, remember when I told, let me turn this off. Okay, you with me? Okay. Okay, so remember when I told you that the water's gonna go in here. One of the water is going to, one of the water, let me make sure I say it right. One of them is gonna run all the way down. Here, see? It's gonna run all the way down, and this is the one that goes out at the bottom, and that's the water that's waiting in the stack at the bottom. Okay, it just goes. Okay, it doesn't need any mechanism to press or nothing. This side now, the water is also running, but it comes here and it waits. Okay, it waits for you to squeeze your trigger, which is connected to the stem right here. It's connected to that, and it's waiting for you to squeeze the trigger to tell it to release. And now that water can go all the way down and go to your floor. The problem is the release is open, okay? The release is open, so the machine is thinking, shampoo the carpet. So the water is just running, you know, it's like, hey, you know, let's go. And so there's no wait. You know, like teenagers, they don't want to wait for crap. They want everything now. So let's see if there's anything, let's see if anything is possible, okay? Let's just see if it's possible. So in order to do this, it looks like I'm gonna have to open this up, okay? It's split all the way down the middle. Let me see if I'm correct. I might be correct. Kind of down the middle. It goes like this, and then it goes like that, and then it goes like that. So I'm gonna have to remove this. Okay. I'm gonna remove the two screws. I'm gonna remove the screw from here. There's a screw inside there, and there are two screws here. Okay, let's try it. You with me? Okay, all right. Where's my suspense music? Where's my suspense music? I got my suspense music open. All right, forget it. All right, I was supposed to have my suspense music, man. Like, next time. Yeah, next time. Oh, wait. Maybe am I gonna have it? Am I gonna have my suspense music? I don't know. And it doesn't matter. All right. I'm working on it, man. Here we go. It's playing something. These are small screws also, guys. So now I'm just gonna peel this back a little bit so I can see the screw better. Just kind of remember the position it was in. Here it is, I found them. Come on, buddy. He's all the way in there. He's all the way in there. Just remember this guy, okay? All right, he's hanging out there. He just fell. Hold on. Got him. All right, and then the two more. Now, here's what I'm not sure about yet. I'm not sure if I have to split the bottom yet. If I had to split the bottom, man, I would say this is probably too much for, you know, Joe Smo at home hanging out. You may get, and I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that a person may say, I'm not going that far, man. Screw this. So let's see. Okay, good. We don't really have to go to the bottom. All right, now watch what happened here. Did something fall? I think something fell. This thing is broken, guys. The spring is all busted. Look. Okay, that's what happened here. Hey, the forge, what's going on? Hold on, let me see what's going on. Hold on, give me a second. Let me open up. All right, where you at? Yeah. Well, that's what it looks like. And here's the funny thing about it. It has a screw. And I'm wondering if it just unscrew. No, not really. It's not, no, it's not screwed in. It's broken. It's actually broken. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. It's actually broken. This is uneven. Look here. Look at the, see that? First I thought it was a screw. I saw the swirls, but no, those are like gasket type O-ring style stuff, but that is cracked. So that's what I'm looking at. So let me take this out of here so I can show you. But it's still a good experience. I wonder, do I even have, I swear I had to use one of these. I swear I have to use one of these, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. Nope, that's not it. Damn it, that's not it. Golly. That is not it. You know what I was thinking about? These two things was on my mind. This and this. This is not what we need. So here's the deal. So this is waiting here. And this whole thing is what's the problem? Yeah. Wow. I'm trying to think. Hey, good morning to you, and good morning, good morning. I'm really trying to think. I'm trying to think if there's any way out of this. I swear, man. I mean, I'll go. Let me go on. That's not even the auto receiver. This is the auto receiver. This is the auto receiver. That. What's the technical name for that one? I totally forgot. Let me see something. Let me see something. I'm gonna do a search here real quick, guys. Okay, let me see. No. Yeah. Because even on my schematics don't have that part. You know, I'm just doing another check again to see what model is this. And let me just go directly in. This model is, what is this? Model 1986. Let me see something. Okay. All right. Show schematics. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this part is not even listed. It's like you can buy the pump, you know. What is this? Where's that? Trying to think of something. See, here's the thing. You can't jerry rigging and all that stuff with water. It doesn't work. You know, the water is going to find its way out. This thing needs to be exactly what this is. And let me see something. Go down. Up and down. That's really all it's doing. It's releasing. So water goes in and is waiting, and then when the moment you press it down, it releases the valve, and now the water now can flow. Right now the valve is wide open. So yeah, I would have to find this exact replacement. There's no glue or nothing you can put on this guy, because this guy goes inside here. That's how it works. And the spring is on the outside, right? Yeah, and it holds in place, lovely like that, until you press it down. But I believe this is supposed to be attached to something on the inside, and that allows it to go up and down. This other thing on the inside here. So you couldn't even just try to replace this. The most you'll do is to just seal this off, but the water is not spilling out over here. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to get something. I'm waiting to receive something. I'm waiting to receive something, guys. I'm waiting to receive something. I'm trying to pull this out. I want to see if I can, what it looks like all the way. Trying to see if it, comes out. Where's my needle nose? You don't want to come out. Yes, I see you. I see you. I see you, bro. I see you. I see you. I see what you are. I see what you are. I see what you are. Okay. All right, you can't come out? Can't come out? Oh my God, I see it. I see it. I see how they did it. Okay, this is how they did it. I saw how they did it. Okay, so you have this here. Hold on. You got this here, right? Okay. So you have water coming out here, and you have water coming out here. On the inside, there's a tab like this, attached to this, and then the top is the one I got that's broken, Okay, right? The top is broken, and the springs, all right, allows it to spring back up. Okay, so when it pushes it from here to here, it allows that water to flow down. So when it's here, let's say it's this big, it's closed off. The water is not moving. Let's say the mechanism looks like this. So let's say this is the mechanism right here. All of this whole thing, all of this right here, this whole thing right here, plus the top is the mechanism that the handle pushes down. So when the handle pushes this down to here, push it down, it tells the water that's coming in, go. Maybe this is a little bit further out, so it doesn't. Holy shit, it is. Okay, all right. So this is further out. So this is in, so it seals up, okay? And this is out. So when it hits here, when it hits this section here, nothing's gonna stop the water from flowing out. It's gonna go, the moment it goes down from here to here, the water flows out. Excellent. Brilliant. Brilliant. So that's what this whole thing is attached to. The bottom part of this is that little tab that when it pushes down, it goes out the way. Ta-da! But, so I'm out of luck on this. I'm out of luck on this section here. I'm gonna look around the shop and I'll ask around shops if they have one. Other than that, man, I think that's it. This one is, let me see what year this was made. How long is the warranty on these? Hold on. Let me see how long the warranty are. Because you know what? I might be, who knows? I might be able to help this lady. Okay? If this, give me a second. I'm just trying to find out the warranty on, I think it's 5 years though, man. But I don't want to say it until I'm absolutely certain. I think it's 5 years. And let me find out from her exactly when she purchased this. Okay? Because, come on, man. Why are you giving me such a tough time here? Let's do this again. What was that? 1960. Okay. Gosh. Let me just pull it back up again. Here we go. Show details. The details would tell me the warranty. 5 years. That's a 5-year warranty. So I'm going to give her a call and find out if she still has that receipt, if she gets give me a date of purchase, and I think she could be helped. Because this is a defect. This is not a user error kind of deal. This is not like you dropped it on the side and they cracked the brush block or something. This is all the way in the inside of the unit, and I might be able to get her the help she needs because this part is not available. And what are you gonna do? Right? Okay, positive, man. That's awesome. Feel like I did a good deed today. A mode valve. Ah, man, thanks for the name. A mode valve. All right. Let me see. But actually, I have one better for the customer. So, but thank you. I'm gonna make a note of that because I never knew the name of this thing. Let me see. Look at that. So they're selling like the whole kit. Nice. I just saw it. Sweet. Yep. Well, good, man. Thank you. Look at that. Look at kind of folks we have hanging out here, man. Hey, yeah, Forge. Make sure you're in that drawing, okay? I have the rules at the top of the chat. Make sure you're in that drawing, man. We're giving away the wet vac. I'm not sure if you saw it earlier, but I'm giving away the wet vac. We're putting up in a giveaway. You've been a great help, but thanks a lot. But yeah, so that's it. But I think I'm gonna try to see if I can get her covered. But now I at least have a backup for the future. Okay, and for anyone who needs to know this, all right, it's called a mode valve. I'm a handle release for Bissell Revolution, and it's called a valve. Do they really have the part number? Get out of here, bro. How is this even possible? Hold on. Let me double check. Let me double check with my my service portal if this part number actually shows up. Because if it does, then I'll have it available for people to buy new. What? Are you serious? This better be it. If this is it, folks, let me add this to my cart. Man, you guys have been a blessing. Holy cow. Let me get a couple of these. They don't have a picture of it though. You know what? Let me try to Google search this image. I want to make sure that I want to verify that the number that I'm getting and what I'm seeing here is what I'm gonna get in the mail. Hold on, I need images, man. I'm not getting any images here. I'm believing it, but I just wanna just give me a second. No, nobody have image. I did this one time, guys, and I ordered 50 of something. 50. I'm sorry. Repeat that. If we work on shampoos. Yes, we do. Okay. Let me see what you're looking at here. 1600813. Do you have the new part number? Uh-huh. Okay, let me see. This is for a liftoff, right? A Bissell liftoff? Yeah, we have those tanks. Yes, we do. It's the new style is they just really just gave it a new number because of a slight change in the design, but it still sits and fits properly. The change is where you can connect the solution through the tank, the top, the cover, the cork that you take off, the cap. Yeah, that's the new style. So it comes with a whole new number, but it still fits. But yeah, we have that. Yeah. No, the cap is on the top. Yeah, it's on the top. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Trust me, it's the same tank for the lift off. It's just when you come in. If are we shipping this to you, or are you coming by and pick it up? Okay. All right. This is what I can do then. Are you able to get online if I give you send you the link for you to just place the order? Because all your shipping information would be done, or prefer to do it over the phone? Okay, awesome. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Awesome. I'll be waiting for it. I would say collectively, probably about $30 complete with shipping and the tank. Yeah, around there. Yeah, give or take a couple cents. Okay. Alrighty. Yes, sir. All right. You're welcome. I'm Wayne. All right, Ray. Yes, man. Thank you. All right. Sorry, folks. All right. So hopefully that did it for you for today. But I want to thank the Forge. Thank you very much for that name, because I didn't have that name, and it's funny enough, it isn't listed. And I wanna see if I'm wrong about this, because I probably, if it's possible that I'm not looking, I wanna cop to that if I'm just not looking. If it's me that's not looking, and because it could be that I could just be totally just not looking. 3580. Let me see something. Hold on. It could be that. And I got so used to a lot of these parts not being available that I'm looking at it and I'm not seeing it. All right. Because if they have the part, I can't see why the part wouldn't be attached to the schematics. So maybe it's just that I'm not seeing it. So let me double check the parts list here. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna ask them why that's not even on here as a double X. Sometimes they'll give us double X's to just add a part that is also for it that's not in the schematic, and because that one should be attached to the schematic, man. Absolutely, if that's what it is. But thanks a lot. All right. So guys, don't forget. Oh, let me put the let me see. Let me give you one. Hold on. I got one to give you. I got two things left to do. Let me see if there's anyone in the comments that had a question about a machine. Okay. And let's see what we have here. Okay, so oh wow, look at that. Do you know what's so crazy? I am in my I'm in the I'm in this right now. I'm working on this right now. And this question here is about the Bissell Revolution Pet Pro is leaking. Holy cow. 1 day ago. All right, the shaft connected to the brush isn't spinning. Any suggestions? All right. Let me leave a note in his in the comment box for him. Is that amazing, right? Let me leave a note in the comment box. Get a shareable link, and I'm gonna say I will show. See this live for the answer. About how much time are we in the live? Let me see. How much time are we in? What time is that? Around, golly, I'm trying to get him so you can at least get to it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, 1:15, 1:15:17, all right? 1:15, 17. 1:15:17. Okay. Boom. Bang. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Okay. So, and this is for DC Yayo 357. Hope I'm saying that right, bro. Okay, so this is what we're talking about here. The shaft. Okay. Don't forget, guys, if you have an answer question about the unit or about vacuums altogether, just, you know, hey, have a good day, Forge. If you have a question, just feel free to ask me. But let me do what I can to explain this before I go. Don't forget, there's a drawing going on, so you want to do what you can to enter. Anyone that want to support the channel, you can by becoming a member, or you can just hit the support link. That's in the description. That's one way. But we do these things, and we are putting up the last. Let me just mention it one last time before I go, because I don't want to forget that we're giving this away. We're putting this up in the drawing, which is a wet and dry vac. So one of you lucky guys will be able to win this. All right. So here we go. Let me explain this. So the way this thing spins, obviously, is through this belt, right? Okay. All right. So you need a stiff belt. If your belt is on, but it's still not spinning, most likely the belt is slick on the inside, and it's just kind of just like spinning around it. It's not spinning it. It's not gripping to spin. It's doing this. Okay. So that's one. So you might want to replace your belt. Two, what you would do is take the belt off and see if you can freely just turn it. Okay. Do I have one that's loose here? Let me see something. I could have swore I had one just kind of hanging around. I want to show you something. If not, I can use this to illustrate. Let me see. I'm just trying to see if I can get the best of both worlds here. If I'm lucky, luck, right? If I'm lucky, I'll find it and I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about. All right. Well, when luck's not there, you're just gonna have to dig in and grind, right? So let's dig in and grind. So this is what we do. It might also be these things right here. So if you take this off, there's two bearings under here, okay? The bearings might be stiff. If you do take it off, be mindful of this couplet, because you might lose this little piece right here. This is important. This is a separate piece from the shaft. This is what connects your shaft to your pump, okay? So if it's not spinning, one, your belt could be rusted. Also, check these, because if these are melted, if the ends of your brush caps are melted, it won't move and it'll seize everything up, okay? So that's where you're gonna have to go. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go all in. Now to get to this section here is not that bad, okay? It's really, if you saw the video earlier, all I did was just take this off, you know, undo the caps, right? Take these off. And even before you take this off, you have access to your, let me see, can you see that? You have access to here anyway before you even try to take this off. The only reason you would have to take this off is if you now want to get into and check out these things, okay? But if you're just servicing it at home, you know, no big deal. You really just have to take off this side panel right here. Take that off and see, and, you know, change your brush. Now, I'm sorry, change your belt. Now, if you're gonna change your belt, now this is where it does become tricky, because this belt has to slide off through here. That means you're gonna have to remove this belt. You're gonna have to remove this belt if you need to change this belt, okay? And this is what you can do, okay? Let me just kind of show you real quick without doing that, because I'm almost out of time here today. All right, let me use this little bit. So this is what you would do if you wanted to change your belt. Okay. Now slide this off. Let me move this out the way. Slide this off right here, right? Try not to move the brushes though, because it's a pain in the butt to get them back. To get them back down here in groove. Down here, you notice if one turns, the other turn, right? That's because there are two belts. There's one belt here holding both of these together, keeping them going. So I try not to move them out of whack, because it's just a pain in the butt to get them back in together. If you want, you can probably even tilt it sideways on the side, like this, just to keep them from moving. Okay, if you want to do that, all right. Okay, so now that you did that, right, what you would do is slide this belt right off. You see that? How this belt comes off, and then you get your old, stretched out belt off. And I recommend changing this belt twice a year if you use it a lot. Okay, see this? Now this can come right off, unless it's already broken, of course. If it's already broken, you just got to do this in reverse. Okay, you see that? Yuck. Okay, now you get your new belt. You slide your new belt on. Okay, attach it to your shaft. Now, if you're afraid to use your finger because you think it's gonna snap back, then get something like this, like a screwdriver. Let me show you. Just do it like this, and just kind of peel it to the back, and then you can get it on that way. Okay, actually, this side is better, and just use some leverage, and then you can peel it off, and then pull out and pull this out. All right, so you can do that. All right, now careful of these washers, because they're likely to try to fall out. So this is when, if you want, you could just tilt it to the side. Let me see if I can do it where you can still see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just testing this to make sure these brushes do turn together. Okay, I'm putting this washer back in here. Come on, kidding me? It's like, you kidding me? All right, so now you get your geared belt and put it on your first brush. You get your little connector. Now what you're looking for is for the little silver rods to shine through those little holes here. There are two holes. So you want the silver rod to shine through, and then you put this here like so, and you just go like this. And voila, now you change your belt, okay? All right. Now, if you guys need these belts, we sell them in our shop. You can buy this belt. You can buy your pump belt. You can just go to monroevacuums.com, pick up a belt. We'll ship it out to you, right? Okay. So now, let me. There's one more thing. Gosh, man, when you think you're out, you gotta keep going back in. I gotta go back in. I promised I was gonna show guys how to do a bypass if you had to. Let's say the problem wasn't this mode valve up top here, okay? If it wasn't that, and the problem was the stack, what do you do? Because a lot of people have that problem where it is the stack, and you're stuck, right? What do you do, right? So this is a bonus point to this video. So I may end up just clipping this section here and just make this a separate video altogether. But let me make sure I answered all the questions I needed to answer on everyone before I go. All right. Okay. A day ago, my Crosswave has never picked up water from the day I opened it. So it's not the issue with the filter. Crosswave. Okay. All right. Let me, this is what? Shanti. Okay, Shanta Owens. Shantae Owens. It might be Shantae Owens. Shantae Owens. All right, I'm going to try to answer your question, Shantae Owens, here real quick about the Bissell Crosswave. I don't have a regular Crosswave. I do have a hydro steam Crosswave, so I can use that to demonstrate the answer. Okay, so see possible answers in this video at what the time, what's my time stamp here right now? It's 1:24:48, okay? At 1:24:48. And do I have a shareable link? Let me see. Yep, it is. Here we go. Let me share this. Okay. All right. So let me get that Crosswave and let me explain it. And then I'm gonna do my best to explain how to do this this bypass, and then that'll be the end of the show. Okay. So and that'll be the last question I'll be able to get to. All right. So give me a second. Let me go get this. Let me get this Crosswave, and I'm gonna see if I can explain this answer properly to this nice Shantae Owens. Okay. All right. This is this is shorthand. This is kind of to give you the premise of the Crosswave. This is about it's the Crosswave. This is, you know, the same setup. Okay. So let me let you know how the suction works on these things, okay? Okay. Hold on. Okay, here we go. How's that? All right. It starts here. It starts at your motor. Suction is here. The best thing for you to do is, if you want to test your suction, you can do it a couple of ways, right? But let me see if I can do it right now. Now it may not work. This test may not work on yours. It may. The only reason I say that is that if it's the cordless need this bin to be on here in order for the motor to turn on. Now I think this motor might be able to turn on without it. Let me see. Okay, so that's a good thing, right? Because I can test my motor suction. So I can get something like this. Wow. Hey, you know what I noticed? You know what I noticed that seems weird to me on this machine? There's a lot of air coming back out this way. And normally with vacuums, the air is supposed to dispense someplace else. I don't know why the air is coming back also. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, if I put it here, suction. Maybe there's a reason for that. I just find it, I don't know. When you turn your vacuum on, you can feel the hot air coming out here. Yeah. I don't know why it's coming back out this way. All right. Maybe I'm silly. Maybe I'm silly. Now, the next part that the suction is going to interact with is this filter, okay? Now, she said it hasn't been sucking up since the day she bought it. So, now, here's what I don't know. Did you buy it used? Did you buy it at one of those Aldi or Ollie type places? Did you buy it online? Did you buy it, at a yard sale? Did you buy it someplace else? Because if it's coming directly from Bissell, you're supposed to be able to just take that thing back to a local store called Bissell, let the warranty work, right? So that's the thing. Now, if you bought it at one of those places, most likely there is a defect somewhere where that's how they got it at that price or whatever. They could sell it to you really cheap. So this is what you could probably do then, okay? Because the next step for your suction to interact with is going to be a tank, okay? And then from the tank, the suction is now redirected down here to the hose, and it's going to come out here. So what I would recommend that you do is take your brush out, because this is the next port for the suction. And if you don't have suction here, the suction is somewhere along this line, the suction disappeared. So I'm supposed to be able to turn this on. See that? So I'm supposed to be able to turn that on, and the suction is active right here. Now, if the suction is active right here, but when I do this, hold on, and I do this, it's not active here, then the problem is here. So just work your way, boom, 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 work your way down. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Now, let me do a backtrack. How do you test this? A tissue, maybe, right? A tissue. Do something like this. Get like a tissue that's as big as the nozzle. Like this, I don't think the brush shouldn't be moving at this, but this tissue, the suction should make its way to the tissue. And it's supposed to be able to attach itself to it. Or paper, some kind of paper, but you want it to be big enough to cover the whole thing if possible. See that? So that's how you test your suction. So now, if let's say, for example, you did the motor, you checked, all right, it works, right? You put your bin on, right? And then you went down here and it doesn't work. What you can do is this. I'm gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work. What I'm trying to do is create a gap, right? I'm trying to create a gap. Oh, I see what it did. Okay, I see what they did. It's a good thing I didn't bash them. I'm gonna show you what they did. I'm talking more that air, the hot air thing, the air. I see what they did. Okay, I see what they did. That was clever. It's still clever. It's clever. Let me show you what they did. but after I tell you, I'm trying to create a gap. Here, but I can't, because you see these vents? These vents, that's where the air is going. And that was interrupting my my little demonstration here. But I was trying to create a gap, because what you would want to do is you would want to check to see if suction is escaping through the sides, right? Like you get like a tissue or something. You know the same way the suction grabbed this paper? You would try and see if you get like a little plastic, because those are real easy to, plastic is really easy to suck in, that's why they say you don't put plastic over your head. So what you would do is you would test it, get a piece of plastic bag or something, and go around the side and see if suction is escaping. Now, what they're doing is that hot air is venting out of here. They're blowing out the sides through this. So that was all right. They got me on that one. So it was coming out of these two side panels right here and here. So that's where the hot air was blowing, and then it vents out the sides. Not bad. They should have a vent into the, no, you can't have a vent into the carpet, because if it's carbon, you might blow carbon into your carpet. But man, it would be cool if, that would be nice though. That would be nice. So you put a filter over the, you put a HEPA filter of sorts, so you can catch the carbon, and the rest of the hot air blows into the carpet to dry your carpet as you're shampooing the carpet. Anyway, all right. So that's the question. That's the answer to this. All right, done. That's done. All right, that's the only thing. So now, if all of that checks out, then you may have to replace the filter. Some people use Amazon filters. There's a lot of things eBay and Amazon, especially in the automotive area, that eBay seem to come through on, lately. But when it comes to these filters for the Bissell Crosswave, don't shortchange the filter. Get it directly from Bissell or directly from us, because we order it directly from Bissell. We don't use the aftermarket filters, at least not for this. I have aftermarket filters, especially when they're not available anymore. But this one, I don't know what it is, that it doesn't seem to work the same. It messes up, it clogs up. It's not as resilient as the Bissell filter. So stick with the Bissell filter if you're gonna use Crosswave filters replacements, okay? All right, and the last thing, and we're done. Thanks for hanging out with me today. For those who are passing through, for those who hit a like, I appreciate your like. Thank you so much. All right. All the loves, all that stuff, all that stuff help us out. All right, so here we go now. This is the last thing I'm gonna cover today. Now, I want you to imagine this with me. You probably have to be a fix-it person to really go all the way in on this. And I'm not taking nothing away from anyone else. I'm just talking about, you're gonna already have to believe that you can fix things to mess with this part. That's all I meant. You have to already believe that you can fix things. You don't want to do stuff like this with fear in your heart. That's what I mean. So now, remember I told you that, we found out that our leak, this was the problem. It's called the mode valve. Okay, I got to thank the Forge for seeking that out for us. All right, we have cool people that hang out with our channel. Okay, all right. Okay, so now I'm just trying to piece that back a little bit. So this is called the mode valve. What happens is, what the mode valve does, and I'm just going to repeat myself, the water goes in here, okay, and there are two connectors, okay, one on the left, one on the right. I mean, connector meaning that the water's going to go to two different channels, okay. The first channel, the water just automatically goes all the way down to the floor. That's what we're dealing with over here with this stack. The second the water goes over here, and it's in a waiting section until you press the trigger for it to shampoo the carpet. Then the water releases down to the floor. All right. Now, the water that goes all the way down here, if your leak is the stack down here, what you're going to end up having to do is get a connector, if you can. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like, because I had one here. Okay. Oh, what is the name for that thing? Oh, yes, here it is. You can get it online, okay? You can get it online. You're gonna have to get clever here, all right? Okay, so now, what you're gonna do is, if you look on the stack, okay? I gotta take stuff off. Give me a second, guys. I gotta take stuff off in order for you to see this. This is the bypass, and this is why it's gonna work. And I'm gonna clip. This is the part of the video I gotta clip now. Because this has to be a separate video. If you have to do a bypass to bypass the stack, what you're gonna end up losing possibly is the clean shot function right here. You're gonna lose that. Okay. Just understand that. That's the possibility, okay? That's the possibility. Let me see something. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I'm right all the way here. Give me a second. Okay, so now, now part of the clean shot, this here is just a vacuum hose. This is a vacuum hose that pulls that, you know, kind of helps the clean shot zing the water and all that stuff for the stack. So I'm trying to find a hose that came right out of here that's running down. It connect right to the stack. It connect to the stack, to the back of the stack. Okay? Here it is. So the hose that goes down, it goes right to the stack. And then it comes out the bottom of the stack and is distributed elsewhere. Okay? If the stack is leaking, what you're going to end up having to do is connect this hose to that hose. You have to connect this hose to this hose. And what you would do, because that's what this is like. That's what the original Bissell Revolution has. This extra setup here that allows you to shoot water out the front is why you need this section here. If this is destroyed, right? The trade-off is that you will lose your, possibly, the kind of thrust that the clean shot needs to throw water out, to take out stains. That's the possibility. Hey, Rudy. Hey, what's up? I didn't see you, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? Hold on. I didn't see you. I just been here at it. Hey, what's up? Yeah. So I'm almost kind of wrapping this up here because this is what the deal is. So if you have to bypass this stack, get one of these. It's similar to this, and all it does is it connects one tube from one end to the other, and the water just passes right through. Oh. So the water would bypass the stack, and it will go right to your hose. So you should still be able to use your hose because the hose has a pump for that reason. All right? This is the original setup for the Bissell Revolution without the clean shot setup right here. So what you're going to end up doing is connecting this hose to this hose using a little adapter, right? And you just have to find, now I have a kit. This is what it's called. I got a kit, okay? And you're going to be using like one of these small little tiny guys here. So if you look at the sizes, all right? Did I do it upside down? No, I did. Did I do it right? I did it right. I think I did it right. Yeah, I did it right. Okay. So let me see which one fits. How small is the smallest one? Let me put my little my stuff on. Okay, so they have five of these, 5 3/16, 5 7/32. See, that's the thing. Is it in a row? It's probably in a row. So let me I'm thinking it's the 3/16 one. Let me see something. I'm gonna pull this out and I'm gonna test it. Yep. Is the bottom the same? Yep, it's the same. So look at this. So the 3/16 one, okay? All right? And you just put it on there. Take your time taking this off because you may have to want to put maybe some dishwashing soap when you stick it in there so you can slip it right out. All right? I don't want to break this hose. Let me. All right, here we go. Okay, so that's it. This stack obviously is good because the problem wasn't the stack, but that would have been that's a solution. Okay, and it'll just send the water straight to your pump, so at least you'll have water to use your hose, and you'll be able to still shampoo with your carpet if your leak is over here. And that's it. All right. I hope that helped. I hope that was a winner today. All right, I hope that was a winner. Okay, and what do we have? All right, let me see what I have here. All right, well here's an answer. All right, Here's a trivia question for you guys. Here's a trivia question for you guys. All right. Boom. Let's see what we got. All right. Before I sign off, I'm going to look for a winner while I clean up. And that winner is going to get a couple extra chances to get inside of our drawing. All right. That's two entries. That's going to be 2 entries for that question. All right, here we go. 2 entries. All right, so I'm gonna put this back, but it looks like this is the deal. This is what I'm gonna have to contend with. But I think I might be able to get some help for this customer through our warranty scenario. I'm gonna find out from them. I'm gonna find out from them what the date of purchase was, because technically this unit is still under warranty according to the manufacturer date. So I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna find out some information. All right, and but I have an answer in case it's not accepted. At least I have an answer of a part that I can use. All right, and what I'm gonna end up doing. The Oric commercial. You know, I was honestly thinking about getting a few of those Oric commercials, but you know what took over the Oric? The Riccar and the Clean Max really kind of took over Oric. You know, it's funny, and you know what I think it is? It's a simple design. The wheels in the back, the old Orics, the wheels are all at the bottom. So they sit like on the carpet, and it can be hard to push for a lot of these ladies. And the Riccars and the Clean Maxes, the wheels are in the back. It gives it a different lift, so it doesn't just sit like, you know, blah. You know what I mean? Because the bottom wheels don't seem to give it enough easy flow movement. Because the wheels at the bottom can also get tied up with the carpet. So that really kind of slows it down. The wheels that are in the back, let me show you. See? These guys have the back wheels like here. The Oric wheels are here and here like that, you know. And I think this tiny, because they wear the same. It's this, you know, so it's a small. They're both tiny machines, right? Same design, you know? But, so I can buy Orics, but the requests always coming for the Clean Max or the Riccars, you know? So that's how that goes. All right? Okay, well, hey, I put my send me a comment, and I'll be more than happy to answer it on the show, on tomorrow's show. All right? All right, stay cool, folks. Bye.